This happened when I was about 12 years old. I was walking back to my apartment after dropping my younger brother off at school. His was different than mine, and we had the holiday off, so I was going to be home alone for a while today. I stopped at a convenience store on my way back home to stock up on some goodies. I was honestly looking forward to having a little fun by myself, so I grabbed, gummy bears, chocolate, some lotion, the usual. So, my apartment was on the second floor of a complex, and the staircase is made of white stone. Anytime anyone walked up and down the stairs, the footsteps echo a bit. As others lived nearby, I'd hear their footsteps at weird hours, which is unnerving at night. Anyway, as I approached the stairs, I froze. Sprawled across the bottom steps was a sleeping man, lying flat on his back, snoring softly. He was probably in his 40s, his clothes were dirty and raggedy, and he smelled like body odor and alcohol. Unfortunately, he was almost blocking my way up to my apartment. I stood there holding my bag of goodies, unsure what to do. After a few minutes, I bravely tiptoed past him, managing a few steps before a sound behind me halted me. A rough-sounding throat-clearing noise, and a nasty-sounding cough. I slowly turned and he was just sitting up, staring at me. So, I'm not that big of a person. I'm pretty small, honestly. I'm a good-looking person, which didn't help. He smiled broadly, saying, "Well, hello there, little guy. You alone? You want some company?" I remember yelping in fear and rushing up the stairs, fortunately finding my keys and practically throwing myself inside, locking the door quickly. I heard him slowly going up the stairs, so I put down my bag and I grabbed my crowbar and I kept it near the door with me. As I positioned myself, he knocked hard on the door, making me jump. And he said, "Hey, come on, little guy, let me in. I got a present for you." I didn't say anything, trying to keep quiet. He knocked again, much harder, trying the doorknob, but finding it locked. Then he said, "Hey, just let me in. Don't be unfriendly, I want to talk to you." I finally shouted, and I told him to go away and leave me alone. Cliche, but I didn't know what else to say. Then he said, "Last chance, just let me in, or you're in trouble." I saw that bottle of lotion, just let me use it. I tapped the door with my crowbar, and I asked him, "You hear that? I'm armed. Now leave me alone. I'll hit you if I have to." I tried to sound braver than I felt. I heard him chuckle, but he kept knocking on the door. Suddenly, I heard someone shout, "Hey, who the hell are you?" I heard the man rush down the stairs, and then the shouter in pursuit. Everything was silent for a few minutes. Then someone knocked on my door, and it was my neighbor. He asked me to open the door because the man is gone. I recognized the voice and cautiously opened the door. He told me he heard the man as he had been home on vacation. He chased him away and up the street for a bit. He kindly asked if I was going to be okay. Relieved, I told him I was going to be fine, and I'm good by myself. He told me okay, but warned me to always keep the doors locked and never open them for anyone I didn't know. Until my brother got home at 3. I did have fun alone. Privately. I'm glad he was home though. I never told anyone what happened. To this day, I always exercise caution of my surroundings. Unfortunately, the kind neighbor died a few years later, after making the mistake of doing his own car's brakes. But I never forgot his advice and his good deed. Thankfully, I never saw the homeless man again. The thought that always chills me is, what if Mr. Smith, who lived next door, had not been home then? Would I have been a victim of the homeless man? I sometimes wonder if he has successfully victimized anyone. I almost don't want to know. The lesson here is, always be aware of your surroundings. Be ready to fight if you have to, and try not to panic. And above all, always keep your keys ready and with you.